girls, Kaylee here. So I have some little homecoming videos for you guys before I launch into my Halloween tutorials, which I'm super excited to film. But I decided to do this week and then next week doing some homecoming hairstyles, so that's really fun. And I decided to organize some of my older videos into a homecoming hairstyles playlist. That way you have a lot of inspiration to come to draw from, because I mean, I understand that I have a lot of different viewers with a lot of different dresses and tastes, and so hopefully this will kind of hit everybody and you guys can all find some inspiration from that. And this hairstyle in particular was from the Indashio show. I actually wore it for that. One of the hairstylists did it on me because I had like a hair fail, which is like the worst time to have a hair fail, is when you're going to your first runway show ever, but it happened. And you know, it was okay when I got to the show, but then we were in the basement and it was hot and it was sweaty and people kept running into my hair, and I was just like, I'm taking it out and I'm redoing it. And one of the girls was like, oh, just come here, I'll do it for you. So she did this hairstyle on me and I really, really liked it, so I was trying really hard to pay attention to what she was doing. I didn't have a mirror or anything to see what she was doing, so I tried really hard and I think I recreated it pretty closely. So I hope you guys like this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah! Bye. First, you're going to start by separating your hair from the temples to the crown of your head in kind of a horseshoe shape and securing that out of the way. Then behind your right ear, you're going to go ahead and take all the hair that's just behind that ear forward and separate that out of the way. And then the remaining hair you're going to split in half horizontally. And then go ahead and secure the top half out of the way, because we're going to work with the bottom half first. We're basically going to French braid all three of those bottom sections. So you're going to start on this left side, braiding to the right, and basically go ahead and French braid all of the hair until you have all of the hair incorporated, and then you're just going to braid normally for about 6 inches if you can, just depending on how much hair you have. And once you get that all done, you can secure it with a clip, a bobby pin, a band, whatever you want to do there. Then let down the top and do the exact same thing, just braiding along until you have the hair incorporated. Now, I only French braided for a couple inches on this side, and then I just braided normally. That was just a decision that I made. You can pretty much do whatever you want there. Either way, you're just going to make sure that you braided a couple inches normally and then secure it. And then let that other section down on the right, and you're going to braid back toward those sections that we already did, incorporating all of the hair that we have left, and then go ahead and braid a couple of inches normally once you have all that hair incorporated. All this French braiding makes a really nice base for everything that we're going to do, because when you have the hair secured into something, it's a lot easier to pin into it. Now you're going to take those 3 sections and braid them together for just a couple inches, basically until you reach the end of where you've normally braided the hair. So you can see there I got about maybe 4 or 5 inches of braiding, and then you're going to arrange it in kind of a semicircle shape so that it looks like the side of a bun. It's basically the best way I can explain it. You can kind of see it right there. And then you're just going to go ahead and pin that into place right there. And you want to make sure that when you're pinning it, you go ahead and pin the ends of those braids like this right here. And that way you can go ahead and let your clips out and the rest of the hair just fall and the braid won't unravel. Then take your curling iron and curl a little bit of the hair left over if you have any, just depending on your hair length. And kind of pin it up, finishing out the shape of the bun with hair that is not braided. Just like so. And if you don't have any more hair left, just kind of work with what you have. It's going to take a little bit of being creative there if your hair is a little shorter. Then let the top down and go ahead and split it where you want your part to be. Then on the side that has the most hair, you're going to go ahead and curl your hair with the iron pointing directly upward. And then what you're going to do is take the hair, split it in 3, and you're going to braid for about 2 inches. This is just going to create a little bit of interest in the way that the hair falls back, and it gives you a little bit more control in our next steps. What we're going to do is create an S in the back. So what you're going to do is take that little braided section and turn it under, like so, and this creates the top of the S. And you can see I left the long clip in here just so you can see I took it very, very slowly and carefully turned it under like that to make the top of the S shape, and then just pin it down in place. And then you're going to take the remaining hair and curve it around to create the bottom of the S shape. And once you've got it there, you're going to pin it into place. And then if you have any hair left over, you can either do a pin curl with it like I do right here, or you can just tuck it underneath that braid and pin it in place depending on how long the hair is. Then we're going to go ahead and work with the hair on the shallow side. So you're going to basically comb it back in a way that you feel is flattering to your face shape. And then hold it right underneath the top of that S and pin it in place. And then you're going to take the remaining hair and curve it along and follow the bottom shape of that S that we've already done. And you're going to pin it in place right on the outside of the bun. And I left this clip in right here so that you can see how I pinned it in on the very outside of the bun to pin it in place. And then again, you can either tuck the hair under or do a pin curl with it to go ahead and finish it off. And you can see I'm pinning it in at the top and the bottom because I feel that's the easiest way to pin a pin curl into place. And that's it! It's a lot different than I usually do as far as just techniques that you use, but I do feel like it's really pretty and I think it could be fun. And if you can't do it on yourself, maybe you could do it on a friend, just, you know, to do each other's hair for homecoming or whatever event you have coming up. Hope you guys like it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!